So I reported a bug to the Dauntless developers the other day, and they contacted me back asking for more information. Even said they could use a video showing the problem. This bug was regarding inverted y-axis or mouse look when using a mouse or keyboard. When you look at the controls here, you can see the gamepad has a glider invert Y setting. The mouse does not. There is an invert Y which works fine when you're on the ground, but when it comes to the glider, this function was never carried over to the mouse. Now you can check this and it will affect your keyboard but not the mouse, and I'll show how that happens a little later in the video. First thing I'm going to point out is why I am playing with the numpad, and this is the reason for it. I do almost all of my gaming when I can change the keys over here, here, and here. But the reason why I've got on the numpad is 8 is forward, 5 is back. So when you're looking at the keypad, up, down, 8, 5. Unfortunately, it's going to be backwards because I couldn't reverse that camera. Now to get into what is going on with the inverted mouse look or y-axis, I picked this area because there's a floating sky landmass, and I figured it'd be a good area to show it in. This is a private hunt, so it's not going to interfere with anybody else. So what I'm going to do here is, you can see, number one, the invert is working correct while I'm on the ground, right? I push it forward, I look down. I press it back, I pull it back, I look up. That's what it should be doing with inverted y-axis or vertical invert. So when I hit this second vent, I'm going to pull it out and I'll show what's happening when I move the mouse. You see I'm going up, I'm looking up, down, I'm looking down. This is not what it should be doing. So now what I'm going to show is what happens when you change this setting for the gamepad. It does make a difference, but it will not change the inverted vertical camera. What it's going to do is it's going to change the keyboard function. So up is going to be down and down is going to be up. That's what it's doing. It's not affecting the camera when using a mouse and keyboard. So here we go. This is what's going to happen. Looking up, up, down, down. Same situation as before, but you can see I'm pressing down, up, down, up. It's inverted these controls here rather than inverting the camera. So if I go back in here, turn this off, and I decide to invert Y here instead. So I've taken off the invert. You can see I go up, down, and it's going the direction that I'm moving the mouse. Now, this is a real problem for me trying to play this way because it screws me up in the other games I play. I actually stopped playing Genshin Impact entirely because they refused to listen to any request regarding vertical invert. So because of that reason, I haven't run that game for several months. I am still waiting for one of my friends that still play it to let me know that it's been added before I even run the game again. Last time I had it run was probably July or August. Okay, so right now, vertical invert is off, right? Up is up, down is down, forward, up, back, down. So once I get to opening the glider, we'll see what happens. Going to pop the glider. Keyboard is working as it should. But you can see again, it's standardized. It was standardized glider while I had it open. I'll go ahead and do it again just to show. Again, it's doing the same thing. There is no invert here when you are using a mouse. So this is where the problem is, and it's primarily that, well, not a bug, but the fact that this is just not supported. This glider invert Y, this is not supported for a mouse yet. This isn't enough to get me to stop playing the game, because obviously I could just stay on the ground and not use my glider unless I absolutely have to. In any case, that's what we have, and this video is going to be sent back on their site. This was the message where they emailed me back. Obviously I'm not going to bring it up because it has a reference number I'm supposed to put into it for the support. But this video serves the purpose of showing what is happening with vertical invert, or I should say vertical alignment, mouse look, when you are on a glider using a mouse rather than a gamepad.